Hey everybody, this is Drew. It's been well over a year since my last update, which is kind of why I'm updating. Um, uh, a guy I used to follow quite regularly on YouTube posted an update about kind of the lost trans guys on YouTube, and he talked for a little bit about how after, like, a couple of years on T, a lot of guys stop updating, and why is that? And I know it varies from person to person. For me personally, I know it just hasn't been like as urgent of a thing for me to update. I didn't, as the changes started to settle in and I got comfortable in my role in society, and I'm not looking for new changes every day. I'm not like, well, I'm still waiting for the facial hair to grow in, but I've got some, and that's enough for right now. But it's like the changes aren't happening as quickly and they're not as urgent, so there's not that need to update for me. And also because I've been living kind of stealth, I guess you'd say. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the word, but not very many people know in my immediate life right now. Like, I'm living away from most of my family, and most of my girlfriend's family doesn't know. I don't know if any of them know. Everyone at work doesn't know as far as I'm concerned. If they did, I'm not worried it would be a big deal. It's just not something I feel I need to share with them at this point in time. It's a workplace, it's professional, it's not something they need to know. But yeah, that being said, and I've been busy, and a lot of work. I've moved since I last updated. Still living in the Cleveland area, but yeah, that being said, having been vacant from YouTube for a while and kind of stealth has brought up its own kind of issues. I've recently been discovering that it's kind of hard not being part of a trans community. Although it's what, I don't know how to word that correctly. I was gonna say it's what I've always wanted, because it's not. I'm passing, which is what I've always wanted. I'm living how I feel on the inside. That's how others perceive me for the most part. But there's part of me that I don't have very many people to share with. Any trans related things. Like, I was trying to figure out how to change my license plates, because even though I'd lived out of state for a few years now, I had never changed them, and I needed to because my tags expired. And I wasn't sure if I needed to get a new driver's license, and I didn't know the law in this state, and it's not like I can just talk about those problems with anyone, because for most people it's not a big deal. At the DMV, they're like, oh yeah, just bring your birth certificate in. I'm like, oh, about that. You're not going to question the fact my birth certificate has my name crossed out and rewritten because that's the way the state of Illinois did it? And am I going to be able to get the right gender marker? Because in Illinois I was. And in Ohio, I guess it's a little bit trickier. You still can, but it's just, you got to have a doctor's form or something, and it's a little more awkward. I guess it's not that different than Illinois, but I don't have a doctor here yet that I'm really comfortable with, so that makes it tricky. Because I saw a doctor here who's supposed to be trans-friendly, and he couldn't get the pronoun right, and that was really upsetting. And he kept pushing for procedures and surgeries that I'm like, I want, but I know I can't afford right now. So it's like, why do you keep pushing me to go and see this doctor and that doctor about getting a hysterectomy when that's not my concern? If I'm going to get a surgery first, I want to get top surgery. And he just made me, and he was trying to give me the HPV shot, and I'm like, I don't need that. And I'm not comfortable getting vaccinations. It's a personal choice, and he just kept pushing. So I'm in the process of finding a new doctor here, and that's, I can't just get a recommendation from any friend. I need to find a trans-friendly friend, which I do have one. I just need to make an appointment. I have a friend who made a recommendation for a doctor. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, yeah, so being stealth or not open with everyone. More recently, I've been noticing it's kind of hard for me, and it's kind of sad knowing you can't share every aspect of your life without outing yourself. But whatever. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. Just something I've been kind of playing with in my head. But yeah, other than that, things are good. Got a job, working. I don't know. That's all I've got for right now, so I'm going to cut this off before I bore you all to death. Have a good one.